I'm jonesing for the white badly. Where's the Sona when you're dry? It may have not been the order, but we killed our Vorta. A small victory before we die. Ho, ho, ho. Welcome to the 12
Hello.
Debates of Christmas Day 4.
Hello again.
And we are your elves, Davin and Dave.
Indeed.
Simple Tailors.
Ahoy, hoy.
And
your locutors of Trek.
So this one, I was looking forward to this one because when I was going back and pulling all these debates out, finding my favorites and the best ones I thought overall, this one might be my favorite. I love this one. If somebody said, what's Debate 9 all about? I might just show them this one.
Oh, man. And I have very dim memories of this, so I'm very interested in getting refreshed.
It's also our longest one so far in this series.
Do tend to go on a bit.
And, you know, your opponent in this one, Jeff Aiken, can match you in that regard.
That's true.
So this is a good one. It's about 7 minutes long, but it's worth.
All right, let's do this.
So let's just get into this one. This classic debate of, well, you'll hear me say what it's of right here in a second. Be it resolved. Alana's programming of the Doctor's holographic daughter to die was the right thing to do. 4, Dave, you're gonna be for this one.
Ooh. I haven't watched Voyager in a little bit. I've been working through other series.
Oh, do you want me to qualify this one a little bit?
Just remind me briefly of the episode.
So, I think it was called Family Business or something. No,
Real life. Real life.
Real life. So, the Doctor wants to experience what it's like to have a family, so he programs a holographic family, and after work every day, he returns to the holodeck and visits his home, and he has 2 children and a wife. But he makes them perfect, and they just like adore him, and B'Elanna goes to dinner. She's just like disgusted by the whole thing because it's like ridiculous. Like, oh, Daddy, you're so wonderful all the time. Like, and they're all like straight A's all the time.
Oh,
and
it's such an uncomfortable episode.
Best at all the sports, yeah. And then B'Elanna's just like, how about I make it more real?
Right, make the kid like emo and do the whole...
Yeah.
Yeah, it's all it's good.
But then, like, the daughter gets injured playing for Easy Squares and dies. So, that's the... And then because of that, he shuts down the program. These
things are possible.
Yes. Like, she added, like, real life... yeah.
Right.
So...
right.
So,
but the Doctor consents to her doing this, as I recall.
To make alterations, but he didn't know what any of them would be.
Yeah.
Just to make it more what she calls real life. Which is
but that's what I recall happens. They should have made this wager almost. Yeah. Okay, I got you.
So you're 4.
Excellent. Okay.
I might have turned off my clicker. All right, let's try this. Go.
Okay, so 2 parts to my argument. First part, remember Worf and Alexander looking at Kalar's body, and he says, "Look at this," right? Second part of the argument. So this is a very Klingon way of looking at life. The other side of this is that what we're running here is a kind of allegory of Pandora's box as a way of thinking about being actually involved with the realness of life. And the Doctor wants to play, but doesn't want to open that Pandora's box. When he agrees to try it out with B'Elanna, he can't possibly predict those consequences, and so it's a maturing for him, but a painful coming of age. And so in that sense, it is right. Maybe not universally, but certainly for her, it was the right thing to do.
Okay, you can have 45 seconds for your rebuttal, Jeff.
Okay. When I was in high school, I wanted desperately to eat the spiciest dish at this local Chinese restaurant. And so for quite a while, I would go a couple times a week, and my buddy and I would get the little hotter, little hotter, little hotter. And finally, we felt like we were ready. We went in, we were like, we want the 5-star hot. And the waiter looked at us and just said, no, it's not for you. It's not for you. And he refused to serve us. The doctor wanted to experience real life. Now, there's real life that you have in day to day, but then there's like the spiciest real life that you can't handle and you're not ready for. He didn't want the full meal deal. He wanted the taste. In the second argument on top of that, I'll use my 15 seconds real fast. In Starfleet and in life, if you have an opportunity to intervene and save a person's life, you do that. And in that situation, B'Elanna intentionally went hands off and let that little girl die just to make her point.
Oh, wow. We're going to have a fiery debate here. All right. So 30 seconds open debate.
I suppose that's why to me it feels more like a Klingon thing she's doing.
But is it okay to take her cultural values and put them on the doctor?
I think that's part of the ship's passing in the night quality of this episode. There's like a tragedy that happens because what she thinks is right and what he thinks is right are both right, but one of them will inevitably lose their confrontation.
Yeah,
you know,
but it's his video game.
The good inevitably loses.
He's the one playing the video game. She's the one who put the game genie code in.
Yeah,
that was an old man
but
thing
he
to say.
asked her for the cheat.
Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy.
That's a great question.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Oh wow. You were over time, but that last sentence almost took it back, Dave. Oh. Yeah, I gotta give it to Dave on that because she asked him for the cheat line. It keeps ringing in my head.
Yeah.
Or he asked her for the cheat. Yeah.
It's totally a be careful what you ask for situation.
Yeah. I think it very much is, right? And I don't there's no way to absolve B'Elanna in it of responsibility, right? Even though I think she in her mind was doing the right thing.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's the lovely complexity of some of those stories.
But right before that last line, and sometimes it's like recency bias. That last uppercut often wins these debates, I find. But you had it with does she have the right to put Klingon culture on him? It was a tough one. I could have.
That's tough. Well, I think there's even a whole piece to it because I would even take it further and say it's not even a Klingon piece. You know, there's other examples of them talking about death being an essential part of life. You know.
Wow, B'Elanna's got nothing on Janeway regarding fucking with the doctor.
Janeway.
Dave is a sexy man, but I'm going with hashtag Team Davin. Oh my, Jody. Somebody's had some sauerkraut on their weenies tonight.
Wow. Expect some underwear flying at the stage in a moment here. That's right. And no underwear flew at all.
We don't know. They flew at Jody's screen. We just didn't.
Oh, that's true. I often have the Jody screen up. It's that was really, really interesting. I looked up the name Pandora. Why? I was like, why the heck? Where did that? But the word Pandora itself actually means all gifts or all giving. Pan and Doru. Or Doron, sorry, Doru is a spear. It's it is. It's almost like the doctor wants to select out of the infinite diversity and just be like, this is the piece I like. But Yeah. Oh
Like,
man.
I want real life, but not that.
Yeah.
That was awful.
I mean, Jeff's
Dude.
argument about spiciness, his story, his sort of analogy, was brilliant.
Yeah,
because
it
it's
was great.
absolutely like what the doctor's experience is, right? He's just like, no, oh no, too hot, no, thank you. Yeah, red alarm. Yeah, but
It was great. You guys were going toe to toe on that one, and then you just came in with that last uppercut. And he set you up for it. He didn't have to mention Game Genie or anything like that. And if he hadn't,
true.
he might have won that debate. But then he's just like,
Although
yeah,
honestly,
like,
the mention of the Game Genie really did touch a deep spot, though.
me too.
Oh
Me
man,
too.
Game Genie.
I had the NES one.
Yeah, right back to when he still had to go in the cartridges to make them work sometimes. And oh man, yeah.
I'm an old school
It's good
gamer.
stuff.
I still blow the odd cartridge here and there.
Under the Queensboro Bridge. Anyway.
Oh, geez. $15 a man. Well, before we spill any more secrets, maybe we should get out of here. What do you think? Yeah. But yeah, I love that one. I think it's like maybe the best example of Debate 9 ever. But we got some other great clips to come. 8 more. Yeah.
All right. Well,
all right.
Thanks for joining us again.
Yeah. Well, yeah. And final tip, everybody: test your lights before you hang them up. If you're doing Christmas lights outside, I just put a whole bunch of them over my big bush today, and I didn't test them first. So.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Oh.
That didn't work after all that. So don't be me. Don't do what I do, and have a Merry Christmas.
Be scientific. Learn from mistakes. That's right.
Yeah.
All right. Well, in that case, end transmission.
Whoops, that's not it.
Still ending.
Ending transmission.